Welcome to Diversify Gaming, Jonesy here. Today I'll give you some Gears 5 multiplayer tips and tricks for new and existing Gears 5 players. This video will give you everything you need to improve your multiplayer skills. Before I get started, make sure to leave a like and smash that subscribe button to keep up on my latest videos. Okay, let's get started. My first tip, know how long it takes for DBNO players to get up again. Knowing this, you'll be able to take out the players around you first and come to the DBNO players later. A DBNO player that stands still and rapidly taps A will get up in 6 seconds. A DBNO player that rapidly taps A but moves around will take 9 seconds to get up. A tip for using DBNO players to your advantage is using them as bait for enemy players. Enemy players will try to revive their fallen comrade, but while they do so, they are completely vulnerable. Be cautious though. If the player on the ground gets picked up, they are going to try to kill you too. My next tip, keep track of what weapons are currently in play. You can do this from anywhere on the map by using your TACCOM. You activate your TACCOM by holding the left bumper, which is labeled LB on your controller. By using your TACCOM, you can see what weapons are on the field at any time in the game. Weapons that are filled in white are in their spawn points. Weapons that are grayed out are being used by a player. And weapons that are grayed out but have a countdown are all out of ammo and will respawn once the countdown reaches 0. When using your TACCOM, you can also see the white outlines of your allies, which is very helpful to know where your teammates are. And if you mark an enemy by pushing in the left joystick, you will be able to see them with the TACCOM, so will your teammates, so you have a better idea of where they are. Here, the frags have only 9 seconds left on them. By using the TACCOM, I was able to know this. By utilizing your TACCOM, you will win more versus matches, because you will know when each power weapon is going to spawn and which ones are taken. By knowing which ones are available, you will be able to utilize them against the enemy, and knowing which ones are taken, you'll know which weapons to look out for. My next tip is for King of the Hill specifically. As you can see here, the ring has only 10 seconds left. This is very important if you're playing King of the Hill. If there's only 10 seconds left, it'll tell you where the next location is going to be, so you can get a head start on the new hill. As you can see here, the hill has 40 seconds left on it, which means I should definitely try to capture it. A good rule to follow is if a hill has 20 seconds or less on it, don't even bother with it. This is why. If your team has the hill and there's only 20 seconds left, by the time you get down there, there's only going to be 10 seconds left and the new hill is going to spawn. If the enemy team has the hill and you get down there and somehow capture it, well, there's only going to be 10 seconds left and the new hill is going to spawn, so you just wasted your time. As you can see here, the hill has 10 seconds left. So, if I leave it and head to the next one, I will hopefully get a head start against the enemy team. I will now go into grenades. Gears 5 has 4 types of grenades, 2 lethal, 2 non-lethal. The 2 lethal grenades are frag grenades and incendiary grenades. The 2 non-lethals are smoke grenades and flashbang grenades. Frag grenades make a large explosion after a 1-second timer. Incendiary grenades have an initial flame burst and then leave flames on the ground for enemies to walk through. Smoke grenades hamper enemy vision. They do not hamper enemy movement like they did in Gears 4. And the new grenade, the flashbang grenade, which hampers the enemies from doing any actions, such as shooting or reloading for a very short time. Now, I will give you some cool tips and tricks on how to use these grenades effectively. First trick to using grenades is planting them. You can plant them on enemy players and walls. All you have to do is equip it with your D-pad and then use your melee attack button, in most cases B, when you're next to a wall or person, and it'll stick to them. If you attach a smoke grenade, as I did here, it'll knock the players down. Same thing for this flashbang. But if you use a lethal, such as a frag or incendiary, the person will die instantly. Once they're down, they will no longer pose such a threat. Now for planting grenades on floors and walls. By planting grenades on these surfaces, they become proximity bombs, and they'll do whatever their function is if enemies get close enough. You gotta be careful when doing this. If enemy players see your grenade, they can shoot at it and actually activate it from a distance. So if it's a frag grenade, they can kill you with it. Also, keep an eye out for the enemy players who might be planting grenades as well, because if you see one of their grenades, you can blow it up too. By keeping an eye out for grenades, you can get extra kills and keep your teammates alive. As you can see here, by looking out for the grenade, I was able to save my teammate's life. My next trick is the smoke grenade chainsaw trick. All you do is throw down a smoke grenade and then walk into the smoke with your chainsaw revved. Though this is a simple trick, it is very effective. The reason this trick works so well is because pro players tend to use Gnasher the entire match, thinking it's the superior weapon. What they don't realize is, if you have a smoke cloud, they have to aim their Gnasher to hit you. But all you have to do is walk in with your chainsaw and they're dead right away. They still can Gnasher you while they are in the smoke cloud, but it's really difficult to do, and you can generally cut them in half first before they even get the chance. You do not want to use this trick when the odds are not in your favor. If you're going into a hill and there's 4 enemy players and it's just you by yourself, you don't want to use the chainsaw because you're going to leave yourself vulnerable to get killed. The best time to use this trick is when it's you versus one other player, or if you have your entire team backing you up. This way, while you chainsaw, someone's got your back. The Lancer is also a great weapon to use on a normal basis. What most players don't realize is the Lancer can get you down in 11 hits. Since most players don't realize this, they will try to rush you with their Gnashers. All you have to do is get back a couple of feet and light him up with your Lancer, or get up close with the chainsaw. My next tip is to diversify your playstyle. To diversify your playstyle, all you have to do is vary between what tricks and weapons you use, such as the chainsaw smoke trick. Only use it once in a while, because if you depend on it too much, enemy players are going to predict exactly what you're going to do. And you also don't want to use the same weapon too much, such as using the Gnasher all the time. If you only use the Gnasher, enemy players will notice that's all you use, and they will use the same tips that I gave you and take you out from a distance with their Lancers instead. That's it for this video. I hope it will help you become a master at Gears 5 multiplayer. Don't forget to leave a like and smash that subscribe button to keep up on my latest videos. Also, check out my Gnasher tutorial video. It gives you everything you need to become a Gnasher master. Thanks for watching.